You could call this Weekend with Joey.
What's the character that stuck with you the most? You know, that people just see you on the street and you're always that guy to them.
It depends on who the people are. If they're African American, it's going to be The Matrix or Bad Boys. If they're college kids, it's going to be Memento. If they're boomers in the tri-state area, it's going to be Sopranos. So it depends. It certainly depends. Yeah. I even today, you know, a lot of people know me by name now. Like yesterday I was in New Canaan and a guy came up to me and he said, "Are you Joey Pants?" And I said, "Yeah." And the wife started saying, "Joey Pants, I can't believe it." And another couple said, "Oh, I'm so glad you said hello to him. We were afraid to." And I said, "Listen, if you ever see somebody you admire, don't you ever hesitate to say hello. You're our customers."
That's right.
You know, we love hearing this.
That's exactly right. Without you, there's nothing.
Right. You were just a moment ago describing a situation where it gives you the feeling of like hanging on a ledge. And the fact that you've never seen anything, you know, when you say that, we know what you mean, but I mean, what are you seeing?
Okay, for me, if I'm going to be hanging on a ledge, let's say, like a deck off an apartment, right? You know, that way they have a little balcony and you go out there for a cigarette or whatever, right? And then there's the wall that's maybe about this high. So I can imagine myself on the other side of the wall and there's like a little step right there. And so maybe I'm hanging on to the top wall or I slip and I can grab just a step, just with my fingers.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, that's what it is.
Yeah, now what's the image? Or what do you see in your mind's eye? Do you have a mind's eye?
No, you know what? I really don't have a mind's eye. I mean, I imagine what I think it's going to be and what it's going to look like. But as far as how things look for you, I have no idea.
Like you said, like if I tell you the sky is blue, what color is blue for you?
I don't know. It doesn't really mean anything. Like I get how the sky can be blue, and I get how a sweater can be blue, and how your eyes can be blue, but they're all different kinds of blue. And that's what I don't understand. It's weird.
It's fascinating.
Now, I got to go back to your dyslexia for a second because you talk about being able to memorize all these scripts and things like this. Well, you must have great memorization techniques.
Because of the style in which I have to learn, in terms of comprehension, I never memorized anything. You know, I would read the scene over again and again, and I would read the scene and read it and read it. The trick is, and a lot of people, you know, think I don't know my lines, but the trick is not knowing them well enough. If you know your lines cold, then the audience knows you know, and that's no good. You know, real life isn't the words are just flowing out of your mouth. You know, real life suggests that it is thought, or sometimes you struggle like I am right now. And so you can't learn them that well.
We're talking about the blind experience and stuff and trying to explain it to you and everything. So let me ask you, what do you look like?
I'm bald, I have blue eyes. But
You're
they're
bald.
gray blue. Yeah, I'm fully. My head's shaved. Can I cross and let him feel it? Hold on, I gotta get untangled.
Oh.
Here I come.
It's a good
Here I
shot.
come.
Look at you, no shit. See, but that's one of those things that I
So
would
feel
never-
my face and my, do like
let's
you
see.
guys do,
All right, well,
like in the movies.
like we do in the movies.
Yeah.
Look at you. Fast, I'm not used to doing this to a guy, Joey. I got to be honest with you.
But I got skin soft as a.
You
as
sure
a
do.
broad.
Yeah.
Here, feel my hand.
You have nice skin. Yeah, put your hand up like this for me. Do like this. Let me see. Wow, you got a little ring, a couple of rings. Very nice.
Yeah.
Look at you. Have you ever had any plastic surgery?
Yes, I had. After I did Risky Business, I remember the two shot I did with Tom Cruise when we were walking down his garden and looking at each other. I realized, and Tom's got a pretty healthy nose. Well, mine just eclipsed his. And I said, I got to do something about that nose. No wonder I'm playing bad guys. So I had my nose reduced. And in fact, next month, I make my last payment, and I actually own my nose. So I did that. And then I had, when I was doing...
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you very much. When I was doing The Matrix, they put me in a gym, and they wanted me to get all pumped up, but I had all of this fat around that I couldn't get rid of. So I had liposuction done. And then I sent the bill to Warner Brothers. You know, so it was Joe Pantoliano, I was cruel to people because they called me Ralphie. I think he might even be upset with me because I turned down the part in Batman